Hi, it's Bill Koenig for Street Circuit Martial Arts, and this is which way your foot should turn when you punch. Not a terribly exciting topic, but necessary topic. I want you to take a look at this and pay attention to it because it's really important to your punching power. People don't understand footwork. You watch pigeon-toed stances a lot, and then I see people who step out, and then you see people who step in. I want you to explain the difference so you understand what it is, so when you work with these punches, you know what they are. So one of the biggest problems I find with people when they punch is they point their toe straight at the person they're punching at. The problem with that is when you step forward like that and you come onto your knee's supposed to bend like that. So I want you to envision it like this, and you bring weight forward. What's going to happen? Like your knees are going to buckle. That's the way the energy goes into the ground when you punch. So if you go like this and you buckle, it's gone. If you watch a guy pitch in baseball, it's the same thing. They always tell you, if you come in like this and your leg collapses, you lose the structure of it and you can't throw. So the question is then where should I put my foot if I'm like this? It depends on the punch. So there are two different punches. There's shock punches and there's drive punches, and they're both different. A shock punch is like a whip, like a bullwhip, right? You take it and you crack it. When you crack it, the only way you can crack your hand back is if you hit resistance. If I turn like this and I go like this, there's no way for me to pull back because the knee buckled forward. If I put my leg like this though, what it does is it creates an obstruction. And what happens is once my punch reaches its max, because everything tightens in a certain way, it's gonna crack back like this. You'll see that whip on it. So if I turn my foot in, there'll be that crack and it pops. You have that explosion type punch. So you need that foot in a little bit to do it. The other punch is a drive punch. A shock punch is meant to go in and shake, and the guy doesn't move very far. A drive punch, you're trying to throw that guy across the room. If you were going to drive punch and you go like this, and I go to drive this thing because I'm reaching more, what you'll feel is a wicked torque in your knee. And you'll start to feel damage there because you're over torquing your knee. If I'm going like this and coming back, it doesn't do it to the knee. But if I'm reaching through, it hurts it. So what I do is you actually have to turn your foot out just a little bit that way, so that when you go like this, the leg doesn't collapse. So a drive punch is going to drive like I'm throwing it to the wall. So you see almost like I do a pitch. As I come through, this foot's going to turn a little bit this way, and I'm going to drive and reach through. It's not a snap as much as it is a drive. If he was like this, and I wanted to drive him, like a shock punch would go like this. Boom, it would try and stay in. A drive punch, I want to hit him, and I want to drive him all the way through. So I'm trying to drive him away. But to do that, you have to maintain structure in this leg. There has to be a little bend that way so that you can turn and come through and not collapse. If I go foot totally straight and I do this, it's going to bend like this, and I'm going to fall. So you should play with both. Play with a shock punch, play with a drive punch. And what you should do is slowly, because if you do it wrong, you're going to hurt your knee. Play with these, feel, and start practicing and feel the range of what your knee can do on both sides, this way and this way. And then once in a while go like this and feel where it goes like that. At some point this should become a natural thing. Your body should just position where it belongs because it knows that's what it wants to do. But I find a lot of people don't know these things, and they put their feet in bad positions, and either they lose power or they hurt themselves. So practice the foot angles with your punches to see what works the best for you. Thank you for watching. Please consider liking, subscribing, and commenting. It truly helps the channel grow.